Hello, my friends. This is your friend Jay Madhav. What's going on with my caller here today? Okay. Not going to talk about digital marketing. I'm going to talk about me. And the reason I'm going to do that is because a lot of people ask me, Jay. A lot of people ask me, Jay, short for Sanjay. I go by Sanjay, or I go by Jay. Anyway, Sanjay Madhav. They go, okay, Jay, where the fuck are you from? It's kind of a mind fuck for some people because they look at me and the voice doesn't match what they see. Or they see the name as Sanjay Madhav and the look in the voice doesn't match what they see. I sound funny, I've got tattoos, whatever. My body is built in a certain way and so on and so things. So, anyways, Jay, where are you from? Well, both of my parents were born and raised in India. South India, city of Bangalore specifically. You've probably heard of it. It's very well known here in the US, and a lot of Americans, especially business people, know very well about Bangalore and have probably even been there, as well as probably other places in India like that are big business hubs for American businesses such as Mumbai. So both parents, Indian, born and raised in southern India and Bangalore. I actually, however, was born in England. My father left India, was an engineer, moved to England. There, my mother conceived me, and I was actually born in England, which is how I acquired my British citizenship through birth. In Wolverhampton, if you know where that is, small town. I think unless you're from England, you probably have no idea where that is. Not anywhere near London. If anything, it's closest to an area called Midlands. But Wolverhampton, you can look it up, and soccer is a big thing there, as you would imagine. But that was 40-some years ago. So, born in England, and then when I was 4 years old, my parents moved again to Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. So I grew up in Canada, which is where I acquired my Canadian citizenship. So, Edmonton, by the way, if you haven't been there or heard of it, you may know of the Edmonton Oilers hockey team, you may know of the West Edmonton Mall. There's a few things that are highlights of the city, but the place is cold as fuck. Don't go there in the winter, you'll freeze your ass off. I to this day have memories of my childhood living in Edmonton. It is brutal, but Edmonton is kind of cool too. It's not that far. A lot of you know of Calgary. It's not that different from Calgary. It is very different, but I'm just saying that in terms of geography and to put that into perspective from people that have no idea about anything about Alberta. I don't live in Canada. Okay, think of Calgary. Lived there for a few years, and then we moved to a suburb of Vancouver, which is really where I grew up and spent 24 years. Went through all my schooling there, went through my undergraduate work there. In 1998, I actually left Canada after 24 years in Vancouver. It's just time for a change after 24 years in the city, folks. And I ended up choosing to move to Dallas. I actually wanted to move to California, but I moved to Dallas because my brother and my cousin were living here at that time. And if you're going to be a student somewhere, you're going to be poor, which means you better have someone nearby that cares about you, so should you be in need, there's someone to kind of help out, right? When I came here in 1998 to Dallas, I arrived in August of 98 in the middle of a heat wave, which meant that it was 30 consecutive days over 100 degrees. Prior to that, I had never even experienced in my lifetime what 100-degree temperature is. Not to mention the humidity that's here. I literally thought, did I just move to hell? It was so fucking hot. I've been a third of my life here now in Texas, until I've moved recently out of Texas, and I still am not used to the weather, and definitely the summers in August. I'm a shut-in. I just can't function outside in that heat and humidity. But native Texans obviously will not have a problem with that weather. So And then in between, and then I left Texas and I lived in Los Angeles for 7 years, which is where I actually started in the field of digital marketing, but also started a lot of my acting, productive acting work, meaning on more notable films and television shows, which is why when you look at some of the clips, you'll see some clips of my acting work on shows like General Hospital, House MD, and things of that nature. Because I'm in Los Angeles, so why not do that? And actually, at the age of 16, I had an interest in drama and a passion developed. Acting bug bit me at that point. So I had already had that in me for a long time. Plus, I'm also creative, artsy person by nature as well. Then, after 7 years of Los Angeles, needed a change of pace, and moved back to Texas, and ended up then spending surprises me every time I say it. It never becomes not surprising. I've actually spent a third of my life in Texas. It's shocking to me every time I say that out loud. But anyways, I've since moved. I don't live in Texas. I'm not going to tell you where I live now because I'm trying to live a more sort of low-key, less in the limelight, subdued kind of a life and lifestyle. But that hopefully summarizes the answer to the question that I receive a lot. Jay, where the fucking hell are you from? Now you know.